Have you ever noticed that attractive people seem to live life on easy mode? We've all seen it. The person who gets a free coffee just for smiling, or the guy whose terrible joke gets a huge laugh just because he has perfect teeth. This isn't just in your head, by the way. It's a real phenomenon, first pinned down way back in 1920 by a psychologist named Edward Thorndike, who called it the halo effect. The halo effect is a sneaky cognitive bias where our overall impression of someone, especially if we find them attractive, spills over and colors our judgment of everything else about them. Because they're good-looking, our brain takes a shortcut and just assumes they're also smarter, kinder, and more trustworthy, even with zero evidence. It's a glitch in our thinking that leads us to let beautiful people get away with, well, pretty much anything. And today, we're putting that to the test. Picture it, a long line at a coffee shop. Everyone's tired, undercaffeinated, and waiting their turn like a normal human being. An average-looking guy will, call him normal Nquaxin, sees the line and gets in the back. Standard procedure. But then, he walks in. Let's call him Hot Chad. Chad strolls in, phone plastered to his ear, and walks directly to the front of the line, breezing past 10 people who are definitely noticing. He flashes a killer smile at the barista. "So sorry," he says, his voice unreasonably smooth. "I'm catastrophically late for a huge meeting, too." Save the pandas. The person at the front who's been waiting for 10 minutes just melts. "Of course, go right ahead. The pandas need you." The barista is already making his ridiculously complicated order and probably won't even charge him. Chad gives a little wink, grabs his latte, and saunters out, leaving a trail of charmed, coffeeless victims in his wake. He didn't just cut the line, he got rewarded for it. Alright, maybe that's just a coffee shop thing. What about somewhere more serious, like the office? It's time for the big quarterly presentation. First up is Average Ashley. Her slides are packed with detail. Her data is solid, but she's a little nervous. She stumbles over a word, and you can practically feel the room's attention collectively check out. Her boss glances at his watch. She finishes to polite, lukewarm applause. Then, it's Handsome Dan's turn. He walks to the front, and the whole energy in the room just shifts. He fumbles with the clicker, knocking over a glass of water all over the table. "Whoops," he chuckles, running a hand through his perfect hair. The room erupts in laughter like he's a world-class comedian. His presentation is a train wreck. An attractive train wreck, but a train wreck nonetheless. The slides are just blurry vacation photos with words like synergy and innovation slapped on top. He points to a picture of himself on a surfboard and says, "As you can see from this chart, our Q3 profits are really riding a wave of success." It makes absolutely no sense, but the executives are captivated. When he finishes, the room gives him a standing ovation. The CEO pulls him aside, not to ask about the non-existent data, but to ask for the name of his personal trainer. Don gets a promotion. Ashley starts updating her resume. Our final scene is at a high-end retail store. A customer, plain Jane, walks up to the return desk. She has a sweater, never worn, tag still on, with the receipt right in her hand. The store clerk eyes her with suspicion. "I don't know," the clerk says, holding the sweater up to the light as if scanning for microscopic evidence of fraud. After a 10-minute interrogation, Jane finally gets her Rafinda's store credit. Of course, served with a heavy side of stink eye. Next up is Gorgeous Bella. She struts to the counter and slams down a pair of hiking boots caked in mud with a dead leaf practically fossilized on the sole. They smell faintly of campfire. "I'd like to return these," she says, batting her eyelashes. The clerk looks from the trashed boots to Bella's flawless face, and a warm smile instantly appears. Of course. Was there something wrong with them? Not adventurous enough for you? They just weren't. "Me," Bella sighs dramatically. Without another question, the clerk processes a full refund back to her credit card. "I totally understand. Please, take this 20% off coupon for your next visit, just for the trouble." Bella flashes a smile, and the clerk looks like they might faint. But what happens when the shoe is on the other less gorgeous foot? Let's rewind to that coffee shop. This time, it's not Hot Chad. It's normal Nick who tries to cut the line. He shuffles to the front, already looking nervous. "Excuse me," he stammers. "I'm really late for a dentist appointment." The entire line turns on him. "Hey, back of the line, pal," someone yells. "We're all late for something." Another person scoffs. The barista just points a stern finger toward the end of the line, and Nick does the walk of shame. No free coffee, no charming wink, just public humiliation and the harsh reality of the horn effect, the halo effect's evil twin, where one perceived negative trait makes people assume everything about you is negative. So, what's the takeaway here? The halo effect is very real, and it's turning us all into suckers for a pretty face. We forgive rudeness, incompetence, and even blatant nonsense, all because the person delivering it is easy on the eyes. So next time you see someone basically getting away with murder, just double-check if they're hot. What's the most ridiculous thing you've seen an attractive person get away with? Let us know in the comments below.